Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Donnelly. It's our post-game report of this Sunday, November the 4th. Charlotte Rush taking on the Potomac Patriots this weekend, and the Rush sweep the Patriots, both elite and premier. I'm in the Charlotte Rush coach's office right now, and we're going to talk about Charlotte Rush Premier Hockey with the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier and assistant general manager, Lenny Childs. Well, Lenny, last week we weren't feeling too good right now at this time when the Rush Premier got shut out, but you turned it around. Not only did you turn it around, but you got a shutout in Game 1 of this series yesterday, shutting out Potomac 4-0. Had to be happy about that big turnaround.
Yeah, obviously it was good to see, obviously keeping them off the scoreboard and for us to get players involved to make plays, and obviously played well all over the ice in that aspect. And I definitely peppered them more than we probably should have a couple more goals, but definitely happy with that.
And, of course, we also had some big guys out of the lineup, including your leading scorer, Antonio Demacopoulos, didn't play. But you stuck Matthew Hedlund in on that line with Billy Barry and Matthew Leon, and I thought Matthew was very dangerous on Saturday, had a goal and an assist and leading the Rush to that 4-0 shutout win.
Yeah, obviously he's a player that has a lot of speed and a lot of skill and does a lot of the right things. So him plug and play, you put him anywhere, he's going to produce.
Lenny, also, too, I know you have to be happy, too, when the D can chip in a couple of goals. And we got 2 goals from defensemen yesterday. Sawyer Cutler had a nice goal, and so did Joey Farrell.
Yeah, obviously those guys are working really hard on the puddle and also in practice and shooting pucks from the point and having their heads up and be able to make plays from up there. So I was happy to see those guys get rewarded for their hard work.
Lenny Childs, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier, joining us post-game. This post-game weekend between the Rush and the Potomac Patriots here on this Sunday, November the 4th. And, Lenny, we certainly have to talk about Anthony Keating. Got the shutout. It really made some nice saves. He had to stop a couple of breakaways, a couple of odd-man rushes, but he got the goose egg up there for you.
Yeah, he's been playing really well and been dialing in practice. And, obviously, we leave him out to dry a little bit, and he's able to have our back. That's what you need out of a goalie, and that's what we're getting with Keats right now.
And again, we turn the table to Sunday's game. Today's game, the Rush winning the second half of the Twin Bill by a score of 7-4. So you get 2 wins, Lenny. And I think the big story of this game, secondary scoring. You got 2 goals from Mark Hishko, Justin Samero breaking through with his first 2 goals, and Gino DeBlasis also kicking in with a pair. So again, having that secondary scoring not coming from your first line, I know had to be big for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Those guys are those are the ones that are putting in the extra work kind of all over, and glad for those guys to get rewarded finally, and definitely just kind of sticking through the process, sticking to the plan, and they're starting to burst through, which is great.
Lenny, I know you had to be happy with the 7 goals. Were you a bit disappointed maybe in the 4 goals given up, or were you still satisfied with the entire effort?
No, definitely 4 goals can't happen on us, and definitely breakdowns in places we got to take care of. And didn't play full 60, which is big. Right? If we played the way we did, a little bit of the first, a little bit of the second that we played the Rush way, we were going to have a full 60 of that, and we're probably going to have a goose egg for them on our net.
And again, no excuses, but the Rush didn't have their whole team in this weekend, including Antonio Demacopoulos, Ryan Newman. Those guys are playing well. So we turn our attention now to Atlanta. We head there this coming weekend. And Lenny, I have to imagine for you and John Turner and John Keating, there's a little bit of unfinished business. I think you guys know that you didn't feel like your guys played as well as they could last weekend when you got a split, and we got a quick chance now to go back down there and take 2 and turn the tables.
Yeah, it's our plan is to go down there and give them what they were supposed to get when they got here. And I think for us just to get back to the plan for the week and make sure we're preparing again and show up in the right ways.
All right, and Lenny, also, can you tell us about how the guys came out of this weekend, the Premier guys? Any major injuries outside of the bumps and bruises?
No, actually, we came out pretty good, which is good. So guys just obviously the ice bags and normal things like that, but expecting to have a pretty full roster coming up on Tuesday for practice.
All right, great. Well, Lenny Childs with a couple of big wins in the Charlotte Rush Premier this weekend. Lenny, great comeback for the guys this week to bounce back after splitting last weekend, getting a couple of big wins over Potomac. Enjoy tomorrow's day off, and we'll look forward to a good week of practice and good success down in Atlanta next weekend.
I appreciate it. Next time.
All right, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier and the assistant general manager for the Rush, Lenny Childs. Well, again, 2 big wins for the Rush this weekend. They keep rolling, and looking forward to that big series next weekend in Atlanta against the Kings, and you can watch it on Hockey TV. Go to our Charlotte Rush YouTube channels for videos about the Rush and hopefully you'll enjoy those. Also, our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're looking ahead, don't forget 2 weeks from this weekend, the Rush will be hosting the Hampton Roads Whalers. That'll be a big series. We're all looking forward to that, and I hope you'll be coming out here to the Extreme Ice Center to cheer on the Rush 2 weeks from this weekend when we host Hampton Roads. Well, thanks to Anthony Pagnana, our cameraman from the Carolina School of Broadcasting, and for head coach of Premier, Lenny Childs, this is Tim Donnelly, play-by-play voice of the Charlotte Rush. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.